All right, let's hope this one will record. Okay, this is like my third time trying. Woo! Okay, so that could be a message too. Try and try again. Okay, like that Leah song, brush your shoulders off and try again. Okay, now, so, okay, hopefully it's recording here. Okay, so this is a Libra reading. We're doing pop-up reading, and what I was getting was that there was a feeling of wanting to be supported, right? Energetically supported, either by the community, by the world, by your family, and feeling like not, or it could be like an ex and feeling like you're not supported, right? Okay, if we're talking about child support or things like that. Okay, so, but I feel like that's the key. First, a family first, and then, right, and then. Um, so you may be dealing with a Gemini, or I got, so this is Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, but I got polar opposites here. So it's like Leo, Scorpio, that's the feeling that I got from there. Okay. And so it could be those signs, but here is the 7 of Cups. Okay. So there was a situation that came up recently that caused you to want to reach for more. Okay. And so it's kind of like recalibrating your energy so that you can move with this loving cup, right? That's interesting because this movie that I saw recently was like you had to have a certain energy to be able to pull this cup out of the the tarot card, and that's coming up again. Okay, so I feel like that's the direction you want to head. Okay, now this reminds me of those Turkish baths, right? And that's reversed too. And so if that's symbolizing spiritual love or belief systems, it may be talking about changing your belief system so that you can, feel supported from spirit or God or whatever you call it. Okay. All right. So I feel like there's a sense of uh, reaching for a sense of new purpose, if that makes any sense. But there's an element of fantasy here. Okay. So I feel like whatever this event was where you ran into somebody, and it could be like a long distance thing, and you came together, and it just, it might have caused some sort of something other than clarity, right? And so it's like this time I'm making the right choice. That's the feeling I'm getting from here. Okay. All right. So it could be a past life soulmate situations in work or family that could be affecting some of this. This could be past life soulmates. Okay. Like from a past life that you encountered in this life and you're going through some stuff. Okay. And you're trying to end that cycle and move into more celebratory energy, having fun again, being lighter. Okay. And okay, now for some of you, this is wanting to reconnect with a Taurus. For some of you, it could be another Libra. Okay, so this could also be any water sign or earth sign. Okay, that you want to come together with. Okay, and here is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so you want success with them. And the key to success is not holding back, being more decisive about the word choices to express what you truly feel. Because if we're talking about the Leo moon, you'll want to not it's like move forward with strength. That's what is calling for. Not like a macho strength. This is like in communication. Okay, and then here is the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, all right, so now this could represent someone you had a child with, or someone you considered to marry, and it's starting back again at the small stages here. Okay, and all right, so now for some of you, this is like friends or family helping you build something new. Okay, this could be career people that you know, work people that you're trying to, that is helping. Okay, and you're holding on to the idea of love. I'm getting that. See, but this is the problem. It's coming up again. It's like when you get the impulse, it's like you're holding back on what you want to really say from your heart. So we got to learn how to do that more. Okay. Yeah. See? And High Priestess reverse is not holding it in. It's actually taking action and speaking. Okay. And then you'll feel powerful again in love, career, or finance. Okay, so it's that open-heartedness to the communication. Now, if you are hanging out with a motley crew here, all right, this is probably for one person. If you spied on an ex and then didn't like what they were doing, well, I don't think you were supposed to be spying. Okay. At any rate, now you know, so now what? Okay, so then it was like, no. That's the not trusting energy. But for someone, they can't help it because of what happened with the ex. Okay. Oh gosh, this card is not wanting to come up. This was Hierophant reverse. So see, that's the fringe energy. I don't know if that got cut off. Yeah, it was probably in the one that got cut off. But there's somebody here that's a fringe type energy. They're unconventional and different. Okay. And this is upside down. So they might even be able to do like handstands and somersaults around what you want. But what? Let's see. For some of you, you feel like all these people want them, and that's what stopped you from giving the love that you truly wanted to express. Okay, that's what it's saying here. All right, but what you want is, for some of you, this is success. All you want is success and work. Okay, well, but it's telling me you want more than that. Yeah, okay, that doesn't fool me. Ten of Pentacles. All right, so it's just suggesting persevere through this point. Okay, yeah, persevere through this point. This segment in time. But you got to learn how to make the moves when you get the impulses. This is Queen of Wands reverse. Okay. And for some of you, the lack of going towards them is what the turnoff was. And so they may not be as warm as they used to be. It's like that song, somebody I used to know or love, or whatever that song is. Okay, let's see. But this was coming up as a Bible thing the other day, and what was that? It was like the Queen of Hearts in the Alice in Wonderland. And it's like there was something about that. Okay. And the reason why I didn't read it was because it was a distortion, that people were actually using that to do something in the physical realm that I didn't like. Okay, so I didn't read. Anyway, let's pass through that. We don't need to talk about that. Okay, so here's the sun. Okay, and I feel like this is in due time, you will feel um, fully supported by everyone. These are all, this is the entire zodiac. Okay. And so it's like you're able to kind of hatch out. Oh, look, Easter egg, like, but it looks like a stone. Okay. Look, from my people. Okay, but anyway, um it's like, you cracked out of the stone, the hard shell that you had. Okay, so I feel like now through Easter might be a really good time for you. Okay, now let's get some oh, this is also heart and what? Okay, so heart. Oh, that's the Leo moon. It's like the circulatory system or something, the heart. That's all connected. Okay, so maybe someone's going to get a checkup. Okay. I feel like things are fine though. All right. Down the rabbit hole. Okay, for someone, you went down the rabbit hole and now you're trying to get out of the rabbit hole. Okay. The lion and the unicorn. Okay. That's that certain energy that it takes to bring in the manifestation. That's what I'm picking up there. Let's get another one. And it actually takes, sometimes this energy is like not letting in, so you got to let it in. Oh, this came up in another reading. What? It's always amazing to me how when they come up, it means that, again, it means that whatever that energy was wasn't addressed. So let's read that one. 3. A little door to a new land. After falling for quite a while, Alice hit the bottom of the rabbit hole. So maybe for someone you might have felt like you hit rock bottom, and found herself in a long hall. Behind a curtain, she found a small door that required a golden key to be opened. On the other side of the door, at the end, ooh, a key came up in someone else's reading. What's that? Okay, anyway. On the other side of the door, at the end of the small corridor, Alice spied the lovely. Oh, that's the spied energy. Okay, Alice spied the loveliest garden that she had ever seen, and she was eager to walk through it. Unfortunately, she was too tall to pass through the tiny door. Oh my God, that's what we were talking about. It takes a certain energy. Okay. All right. And okay, so meaning a new shore is close at hand, maybe a new project or new love. However, there is this little something that gets in your way, preventing you from reaching this goal, but not for long. The obstacle is not impossible to overcome. It simply requires that you show a bit more ingenuity, inventiveness, and adaptability to fill all requirements. Key question: what is this new garden you wish to step into, and what is stopping you? Okay, so now for some of you, you haven't filled out the dream like in your imagination, so do that. Okay, because when you don't do that, then that's when the wanderer energy comes in, and it's like you have other people collectively creating. Well, people are creating with you anyways, but I mean more of that wanderer energy comes in rather than what you're trying to manifest. So do that if that resonates. Okay, let's see. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Oh my God, this card's popular. 31. I don't know why I just picked up Twin Towers. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Tweedledee and Tweedledum en la historia de regreso al... Oh, that's Spanish. Sorry. Oh, my Lord. Okay, let's go. You didn't need to listen to my botched up Spanish. Okay, all right, let's see. All right, okay, so, anyway, in the story, upon returning to Wonderland, Alice met Tweedledee and Tweedledum, a pair of mischievous identical twins who act as mirror images of one another and complemented each other's words. Loving the same songs and poems, they never contradicted each other. Though they would violently argue sometimes, they remained inseparable. The road is brighter when you walk in pairs. At times, life's lessons are meant to teach you how to act or think on your own. At other times, life just asks you to reach out to others and accept to form a duet or a team. This is one of those times. It won't do you any good to stay alone. What will truly help you today is synergy and partnership. If you want to go far, go accompanied. Key question: with whom do you feel you have a perfect complementarity of character? Okay, so what I got while I was reading that, I was picking up a couple of things. It was like, when you look outside into the outside world, you see some union or friendship that is strong and bonded, and it's like you would like to have some of that. Okay, and I feel like you would, and you do. It just requires more open-hearted communication. I feel like for some energy here, it's like a masculine energy, is you hold back a lot. Okay. All right. And there could be some people in your life that you feel like are mischievous. This could be children or people at your work. Okay. So there is some sort of endearing energy there, even though they may not be doing the thing that you like. Okay. Yeah, so collab energy, right? That's what it is. But came up in another reading. The key to success is bringing that compassion and love. Okay. Now, for some people, they don't do that because they see showing love as a weakness, but it actually isn't. It's a strength. And if you're the macho man type, you really need to think about that and see how you can incorporate more compassion and love. And that is the key to your success and Four of Wands, which showed up back here. And this feeling supported by the world energy. Okay, I'll leave you with that. Okay, did I say the energies? I said Gemini, Leo. Okay, that could have been the Leo moon. Okay, so I'll leave you with that.